Hello! Hi everybody! Welcome to the Los Angeles Bellydance Academy. I am Stefanya and I am so excited to have this time to do a little belly dancing with you today. So get yourself ready, get your hip scarf on, and let's have a great time, okay? Today's class is going to begin with our feet together. We are going to squeeze our inner thighs the entire class, and let me remind you to breathe, dancers. So as we get started here in our belly dance class at the Los Angeles Bellydance Academy, I need to remind you that dance is an active sport and you will need to participate at your own risk. So that means let's feel our bodies, right? Best way to feel our bodies is to breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That may be obvious, but it is my job to remind you, all right? Sometimes as we struggle, we get a little bit tensed, but we're gonna just have to shake it all out and let it be loose. So here, with your feet firmly on the ground, I'd like you to take a deep breath in. The arms go all the way up into the sky. And exhale, let your feet drop down to the floor. And again, breathe in, arms up. And exhale all the way down. Good, last time, breathe in, arms up. Now, on this one, we're going to be like a bird. We're going to dive off the cliff. The tummy pulls into the lower back. You're going to drop all the way over, and we say good morning, good afternoon, whatever, right? We're just waking up, kind of getting to welcome our bodies into this class. Just continue to breathe, shake it out as much as possible. Now, tuck your heels into the floor, let your tailbone tuck under, and vertebrae by vertebrae, you're slowly going to roll up. Wonderful, let's do it again. Deep breath in, arms up into the sky. Exhale, out and down, drop your head over. Good job. Deep breath in, glance out. Now we're adding a new move, nice and long. Exhale down and roll up and through. Let's do it a couple more times. Breathe in, let it flow. Exhale as you go down, drop your head over. Again, deep breath in, glance forward, long line. Squeeze the inner thighs, drop over and roll up. Awesome. Last time, deep breath in. Inhale, exhale, smile, drop it over, and deep breath in, glance forward. Exhaling down, and deep breath as you roll up. Beautiful. Let's keep it going side to side. We're just reaching out. Pretty simple. Just kind of one arm over to one side, one arm over to the other side, but we're going to relax our inner thighs, let our feet kind of mesh with the carpet or the floor or the earth, whatever you have underneath of you. Then we're going to kind of settle down here. Now, long line, we're going to take it into a spiral. It just means we gently sweep side to side, pulling the abs into the lower back and getting that twist feeling throughout the body. Good. Same movement, not a lot changes, yet the arms are flowing up over the head. Wonderful. Just continue to breathe. Beautiful. Last one, same thing. We just take it halfway across the shoulder. Beautiful. Are you smiling? Good. Feet together. Take a deep breath in. Little small arch in the upper back. Tuck the chin into the chest. Roll down. Now this is an important part. Squeeze inner thighs, long back, flat, all the way up. And again, deep breath in. Exhale, all the way down. Long breath in, up. Good job. To the top. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Little tap on the ground. Firm tap, double time. 2, 3, 4. Double tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Arms up. Good. Up and hold, squeeze. Look to the side. Look back center. Look to the other side. Back center. Good job. Single head circle all the way around. Breathe in. Exhale it down. Reverse all the way around. Breathe in. And shoulder circles. 1, 2, 3. Elbows and up. 2, 3. Full circles and 1, 2, 3. Switch. Forward. 2, 3. 4. Elbows high. 6, 7. Full circles. Excellent. Excellent. So we hear the rhythm and the music. Right away we're going to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms out. Goes. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. And count to yourself. Are you counting to yourself? I can't hear you. Count louder. And last time. Excellent. Twist the shoulders, big twist. 2, 1. Squeeze your near your thighs. 2. Double time that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good job. Double time that. Smaller. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. Good. Full shimmy. That is a relax. Excellent. To the side. Final last. Side. We're just bending. So an extra squeeze on each side, keeping the inner thighs together. Good. Big pulse goes boom, boom, boom from the top. Yep, yep. Keep going. Double time. Now goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Good job. Double time that. Goes 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. Shimmy relax. Yes, yes. Step down. 2, 3. See my feet in the mirror? Pulse. 2. Down. 2. 1, 2. We're going to take an 8-count walk in a little circle. So you get to kind of maybe observe the room you're in. Let's go 8 counts. Here we go. Sorry. 6, 5, 6, 7 goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you make it? Did you make it? Do we got to try again? 6, 5, 6, 7 goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you make it? Good. 8 counts. We step down on the dunes. 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did you make it? Are you still going down? Step down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good job. Dance this one. Don't stop shimmying. Good. We'll take a little bit of a break. We're going to drop the shimmy, relax the arms, pull them up into the inside. Just a small little break. Let's breathe in. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, drop. Smile. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, drop. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good. This movement comes from breathing in through the middle, letting your elbows rise, wrists follow, and then everything down. Just like the breath. In, breathe. Exhale. Little faster goes. 1, 2, 1, 2. Arms are out forward on your diagonal, not straight side. Just the right. Good. Just the left. Are you breathing? Good. Alternate. Alternate. Little faster. Smaller. Big. There it is. Slow, slow, and quick, quick, slow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Or you can add a little weight change. 2, in the center. center. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Last time. 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's do our shimmy. 1, 2. Remember that walk down? 1, 2, 3. Our counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Did you get it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. In the circle goes 1, 3, 5, 7, and 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, all those counts, are you getting used to them? Are you getting used to your shoulder shimmies? Are you breathing in through your nose? Out through your mouth? I hope so. All right. Breathing's going to help with the next section. Lift, drop. Lift, drop. Double time. Are you breathing? Up and down. Good, so our accent was up. Same exercise, but down, down, and down, and down. Same movement, new accent, down, down. Double time, down, 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 down. Same movement, new accent. Same what we were just doing, so we're just repeating, but on the opposite timing. Nice, huh? And side pushes the lat open, I get a chest slide. On the other side, I get my chest slide. So I'm going to squeeze under my armpit to go to the opposite side, and that's a chest movement. Slide. It will take you changing your weight. Good. Smaller means faster. Here we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2. Get it in there. Hop, hop. Arms up and strong. Smile and breathe. Keep going. 1, 2, 1, 2. Same muscles. They just have to repeat over and over. And maybe that's what's hard. So we're going to keep practicing. You got to drill. You got to condition. You got to practice. Good. So the movement is changing the weight and pushing down. Good job. Side, front, side, neutral. Neutral is important. Front is important, but neutral is important. So we go side, front, side, neutral. Let's push on the left, push in the back, left, back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Same move, just make it a new style by smoothing it out around the side. Excellent. Reverse, other side. Breathe in, breathe out. This is your breathe in, this is your breathe out. Let's go double time, smooth. And 1, 2, 3, all the way to 8, 5, 6, 7. Let's reverse. 1, stay strong. Stay smiling. Good. So remember that up, up, and side, side. So we're going to take our circle on the up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 push down through the middle. Find the up. Reverse. 1 push down and up. Push down and up. Push down and up. Good job. Smooth it out. 1, 2. Push down through the middle. So you feel yourself a little taller, relax. Little taller, relax. Little taller, relax. Smile. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, let's reverse. Other way. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's go faster to the left. And up, 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 up. Squeeze in the middle. Find that movement. Keep going. Breathing is your best tool. Changing your weight is your second best tool. And smiling is your third. Probably the fourth would be being willing to
relax. Sometimes in the dance and in most things we focus far too much on the power, but we don't forget that there's always kind of like there's a drawback where there's a relinquishing of energy to get the next boost of energy. So I go up with the power, but then I come down with the relinquish it, relax it, let it go. And so I'm not really doing much there other than contract and then let it go. Are we good? I know we're good. I know we're good. All right, so camels. We want to be able to do an undulation movement, but we need to remember the dance is full of secrets. And I shouldn't give them all away, but don't worry, I will. So just keep listening. In camels, we start to realize that where the eye is drawn to is not necessarily where the dancer is putting all their energy. So what do I mean by that is as I do a camel front, back, just by the nature of the move, you may be responding to the front part of my body, seeing that expression forward. Hello. I think we are. I think we've made it to the right place. Good timing. I would say this is very serpentine, undulation, same word. So when I'm moving forward, I'm breathing in. Let's do that together. So from the middle of the weight, forward, breathe in. And welcome. Thank you for being here. Exhale, roll all the way down. So I'm going to get that nice curve in my spine, not the curve out, which you may think it might be. No. Straight line on forward. Look at that straight line in the mirror. Yeah. And then when I go back, I'm going to contract by exhaling. And now create a curved line. And the curved line extends all the way down. When I get to the finish, I'm going to start over, I'm going to breathe in, and then I'm going to come back and out. Belly dance is a great passion to have. So many different reasons, but one I can say today is that it's very ecological. All right? No waste with belly dance. You can just do your belly dance anywhere without anything. We don't need anything, right? So, just our beautiful bodies. So we're going to go forward as we breathe in, back as we exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Let's keep going. 1, 2, 1, 2. So 1 is the easy moment, 2 is the contract. 1 and 2 and 1. Up. Let your arms float up in the air. And back down. 1, 2, 3. Again, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double time. 1, 2, 3. You let your arms fall down. 1 and 2 and 3. Good. Let your feet move underneath of yourself. Front, back. A little rock forward and back in the feet. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's do those same arms as before. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know you see the serpentine movement in the spine, but really, where it's all happening is in the feet. Front and back, front and back, front and back. Front and back. And it wouldn't matter if I switched which foot was front and back. My timing might have to adjust and hit the music on 1 and then I switch, 1. So let's do that a couple times. We're going to go 1 foot forward, and then we switch, other foot forward. Always front and back, and hold switch, front and back. So in my front foot here, front, back, hold the front. New front foot comes next. Hold the front foot, new front foot comes next. And new front foot comes next. Right? So we kind of have a pattern there, and we'll always repeat the same pattern. It's kind of fun. So we're doing something for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. I go to make the transition for something new. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yay! Good job, good job. Yes, if you can feel your abs, and the goal is to make sure it's your low abs tucking into the back. That's what we want. Belly dance is all about that tuck. So I gotta have you work that tuck, and you should feel your abdominal muscles. Back, back. Back. When we start the undulation finishes with the most important move that we have in belly dance. Tuck under. Let me rephrase that. The most important move to master. Why is it so important? Because it's in every move. Maybe I could even argue it's in a shoulder shimmy. Right? What we want is for the pelvis to make a motion. It should almost feel like it throttles under. And by throttle, I kind of mean like on a motorcycle, right? Never go over. I hope not. So that when I squeeze my inner thighs, which are my adductor muscles, and I rock back, I soften my knees, I'm able to tuck under. If we look at that move, when I do a camel, that's at the end of the move. So there we are, under, just the end. Back in front, good, under, let that under, good. So do you see my feet? 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you do that step? I know you can do that step. Touch. 1, 2. Now, on this, can you count the ends? And 1, and 2. Can you count the ends? Goes. And 1. Oh, I can't count. And 2, and there I am, here I am. 1, and 2, and 3. You can count them with me. Goes. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, and 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yes. All right. I'm just trucking through, but actually I'm going to turn the music off for a minute, and we're going to work on that. All right. It took me a minute to count the ends, and I don't know why, but we know that when we have a beat, and we call that beat 1, and then we have a second beat, and we call that beat 2, the space in the middle, right here, is what we would call the and. The space directly between the beat is what we call the and. So if I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I can add the and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Now, please be aware that if my beat is here, and my beat is here, 1, 2, now I can't reverse this in my mind, so bear with me if I'm going in the opposite. No, I think, okay, hold on. You're looking at, okay, this is 1, this is 2, how about that? Here's 1, and here's 2. Do you see that, everybody? So, over here is the end of the 8 that just happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 8 happened. Then there was a 1, and there was 2, and then like so on. So when you have 1 and you have 8 over here, there's also an and. So in this case, when we're making this step, we need to remember to put the and before the 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3. Did you do that? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3. Are you doing it with me? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2. Here we go. And 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And 6, I suggest you say it and step it out. And 3, and 4, and step, and touch, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. So, we are counting and we are stepping. We start with counting the beats, then let's add the ands, and then let's step on the 1, 2. Did you see that? I'm going step, touch on 1 and 2. I'm only counting the ends, the middle part. 5, 6, 7, goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Let's do it again. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Have you arrived? I bet you're pretty close. Now, we will, that's what I wanted to say. We won't really always do step, touch. So be careful of this, because traditionally I'll try to like shove it down your throat that you should do touch, step, and get touch, step in your mind. But in this, the accent is here in the center, so we're gonna do step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now, every time you said and, now your body is going to rock back and go and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So we're going to break it down so slow. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? So if my counting needs to be about 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Contract, step, contract, touch, contract, step, contract, touch, contract, step, contract, touch, contract, step, contract, touch, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, a little faster, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now, I was skipping through that because I wanted to give you one piece of advice, which is, where is the tuck? Where is that tuck? The tuck is taking the feet flat on the floor and pushing your heels into the ground. I'm not doing a very good demonstration. No, can't do it. I'm trying to make my feet my hands, and my feet aren't my hands. Can you see that my feet hit the floor at a 90-degree angle? There you go. They're tiny, thank God. They're over there, right? So when I need to make the tuck, I take that flat and I tilt it back. So not only am I 1, 2, 3, doing a little touch step or step touch in this case, I also have to tilt straight, tilt straight, tilt step, tilt touch. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and let me give you a hint about that as well, because when I make the touch, when I make the tilt, it is always on the supporting leg, not the leg that's stepping. Ooh. Now it gets tricky. Only when we think about it, because you've probably been doing it this way before, but I want your mind to kind of focus on where the body's moving. So do you see that my back leg, this leg, come here. My back leg is what I'm talking about as my supporting leg, because this leg, the leg I'm about ready to step to, got it, yes, right? So I only have this hip on the floor. So if I'm ready and I'm in motion to take this step to the side, you know, step, touch, when I take that leg in motion, it's the tilt is coming from here. And neutral, now my weight's on the other side and I have to go tilt and then I make the step, right? And so it's almost like I've done one on the right, and then I do the other one back on the right, and then I'm back on the left, and then I do it on the left again. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And this side is doing the tucking, this side is doing the tucking. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, and make everything smaller, tinier, smaller, tinier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what's fun about this is, and we'll do it with the music next, we'll run a little combo, or not even a combo, just a little drill. You are doing timing. So if I'm using all the ands, I can use them in order. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And then I can mix kind of the pattern up, and I can go step, touch, tuck in, step, touch, tuck in. So I'm just doing and da da ba bum bum, right? Da bum bum, da bum. Get there, tuck it neutral. Get there, tuck it neutral. Opposed to the other one that's syncopated, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now, we will be doing this to a sight-eating rhythm, and you can get a gold star if you want to tell me why we are doing it to a sight-eating rhythm. Let's do a little practice. Practice is better than getting gold stars, so you don't have to type it. You can think it and still get the gold star, because it's all you know, emotional anyway, right? So we have been doing camels, which felt really good, right? And we were getting into that ab. That way we're going to tuck the abs back and in, back, neutral. So it's like we're on a little platform, and the platform can tilt, and when we tilt, we have to catch our balance. Then we go back to the regular. We do not go to out. There is no balance on out. If you try to balance on something and your tushy's up, you're just going to fall off of it. So we have to tuck under and find that strength into the center of the body. Faster, under, 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 under. You may not be able to see it, but pretty dramatically my weight is tucking back into my heels double time. And back, 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 back. Hold, out, 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 out. Hold, back, back. Same movement, new timing. Out, 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 out. 2 more times. In, hold in. Neutral, 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 neutral. In. Good job. We go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Step touch is in the feet. We go. Step, touch, step, touch, and step, and touch, and step, and touch, and step, and touch, and is your tilt, and back, and neutral, and neutral. 1 and 2. Should we go faster? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Giddy up. Syncopated. So here the feet are going fast, and now they slow down. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, over there, over there, over there. Last 2 times, step, touch, and up. Last time, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. How you guys doing? Good job. So, when we were doing that accent out, 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 don't be confused. The tuck is the and. The expression of out is on the beat, but it is not forward. All right? So, we've been using that wonderful, wonderful, wonderful back. Let's warm up our side to side, and then let's add that into our wonderful, beautiful, feminine tone. How you guys doing? Do you need to drink water? I do. I'm creeping on my water. All right, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That's just a single hit. Other side. 1, 2. Your feet should be parallel. You're favoring one hip. To get the up, you must come down. Goes 4, 3, 2, just the right, other side. 4, other side, and switch, and singles, and up, and up, and up, and up. Keep going, up, and up, and up. Double time starts now. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 4, 3, 2, switch. 4, 3, 2, switch. 2, singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want us to do it again. Get the extra tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4, 3, 2, switch. 4, 3, 2, switch. 2, 2, singles. Good. Drop your arms. Breathe in. And up. Breathe in, arms up. All right, double time, go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 4, switch. 4, 2s, singles. Good job. We're gonna drop the arms. And are you counting to 8? You'll always find those arms in the center. 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep the hips. Stay in plie. Tuck your tailbone under. Squeeze the inner thighs. Breathe. Oh, so many things to do. Arm center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 hits. Go. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Right and left. Good. So we're going to go right, center, left. That was our tuck, the tuck we had just been doing. So the heels into the floor. We already did that move. You should know it. We're going to go side, into the heels, other side, relax, side, in, side, relax. And 1, 2, little faster. 1, 2. Beautiful. 1, 2. Are you breathing? Are you smiling? Are your arms strong? Don't have weak, lazy arms. No chicken arms. No chicken arms. Right, we need to breathe. Open them up. Smooth. Same pattern. Just a new style of hitting those points. Good. Faster. Tiny. Yes. smile, breathe. 1, 2, smile. Good. Let's go the other way. Lock, 2, 3. Now, naturally your body would have chosen to go its dominant side. So when we get over here to the other side, it may feel confusing. Most important thing is that you're breathing. You are imagining that you're doing it right, because sometimes it takes a while for the body to follow, but you don't want to give up in the brain, right? You want to visualize, oh yeah, that looks like that, side, front, side, and smooth, smooth, smooth. Good, a little faster, a little smaller. Yeah, let it just go. Let it get the obies in there. Lift the arms up. So, side to side and obies go really well together because you can see that the posture in the body is the same. Posture's plie. I gotta have my bend down, 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 around, and down, 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 and around. Right? So if my knees are in the same position, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Did you get it? Did you get it? 2, right foot, left foot together, bring in. Tap, 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 in. Back, step, bring it in. 1, 2, in. You guys hanging in there? And circle, in. Keep going. 1, 2, in. So the in is where we just were. We were practicing the tuck. We had the tuck at the end of the camel. We had the tuck is the tuck. We knew the tuck was the tuck, right? And we were even talking about hips going side to side and how adding the tuck is going to turn it into an omi. And I promise once you get those omis going, they're going to feel really good. Focus on the tuck. The accent was always when the heel tucked back. In. Good. So, 1, 2, 3, roll. Do you think you can do that one? So, underneath my body, my knee has to go straight, down, up, down, up, down, up, other side, up, roll. Bring it up, pop it up, clap it up, stay there, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and straight up, circle, straight up, back and back, up, tuck, up, other side, up, back, up, back, up. Bravo, dancers. Hip lift drop. 1, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Faster, up. Stand up nice and tall, supporting legs, super strong. It's only the working leg, pushing down through the ground. Other side, slow, up, drop, drop. Push down. The leg that is holding you, that is the long line all the way down the arm, is solid. It's this right here that gets to be loose. So you've got to keep this side solid, relax, relax. The other side, faster, up, 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 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. So dancers, we're going to start adding twists to everything that we've done. Let's twist it up. So with a simple drop, it's the supporting leg that's going to pull the spiral. Faster, smaller. All right, that was not so hard. You got that hip going. Front, back, back, front, back, back. Same thing, just a different style of rhythm. Switch, front, back, back. Front toe is forward, the back leg is slightly to the diagonal. Same position as the arms. We don't want to be too splayed out to the side. I can't even move like that. Again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to switch. One footstep back, the other footstep forward, so we don't go anywhere. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, step back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then I just step forward. I can keep stepping back, I can step to the side. Wherever you need to basically replace the foot. Maybe step is a little bit dramatic for that word, but it does mean that I'm just putting more weight into it. We don't have to step. I can step here. Did you know this is a step? I'm stepping. I don't need to step like this. Anyway, I don't know why all that's important. That's just bonus. That's just bonus, dancers. So, all right, so we had, let's see, the camel move, the awesome serpentine move, and we just did half of it today. Up and down, right? What's the other move that we did? We did omis, around, 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 around. All right, and we also did shoulder shimmy. So, let's talk about, as we conclude our class today, belly dance tips and techniques with Stefanya, the Los Angeles Bellydance Academy. What? Thanks everybody for joining me. Anyway, twist. Okay, so twist is interesting when we do it on the top because the muscles that you should think about when you admire your spiral or your twist are the psoas muscles. The psoas muscles. They are going to give you the ability to bring your body out like a rag. And I love this as an example, and it might be because I really like to bring out rags. I feel like, yeah, look how much water I can get out of there. I'm so powerful, but I use the energy that's created when I spiral one thing in one direction and I spiral something else in the other direction. So I'm creating energy, and you can see that as simply as when you know, are washing the dishes and then you take the rag and you go, power. Well, the same amount of power is available when you twist, but I need you to pretend like your body is the length of that rag, because you wouldn't hold on just to one end of the rag and try to turn it. Remember, you always hold the second part of it and you twist in the opposite direction. So when we're twisting our upper body to one side, don't forget that technically your hips down here are making a counter twist. It's just you don't see it. So if I wouldn't be pushing in this direction with my hips, I wouldn't be able to spiral into my body. Okay? So when I reverse the spiral and I want my audience to see my hips twist, I'm going to have to do the same thing on the upper half, but you still don't see it. The upper half stays square to the audience, even though physically within myself, as my right hip or whatever hip you choose to twist back, the other upper half is actually countering against that. So not only is him going back, but technically the upper is going a little bit forward so that the audience is not privy to the fact that it's actually really active. It's in counterbalance though, and that counterbalance displays itself as stillness. Ooh, yeah. So when we make a shoulder shimmy, we're going to learn that we also have a deeper spiral within the body, so we're going to practice that. Then when we do our hips up and down, we're going to remember that we have a deeper spiral inside of that. And then as we roll our body back and forth, we're going to remember that we can add the spiraling to the camel as well. So we'll give that a little run through. Shoulder shimmies, deep spiral, hips, deep spiral, camel's deep spiral, and then when we finish it out, I'll let you do a couple of omis there too. Okie dokie, here we go. Okie dokie. So we have a nice relaxed shimmy inside the body. The inner thighs are squeezed together here, squeezed together in. That energy travels up the center, feeling loose and relaxed as it makes its way up to the shoulders. Now we're going to find a deep twist, and a deep twist, and a deep twist. And we're going to let that shimmy keep going. And that actually helps us to take steps like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because it takes a nice spiral that's hidden to be able to do that little twist on the diagonal. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, back, forward. 1, 2. Let's do it faster. Cha, cha, cha to the back. Cha, cha, cha. There's that spiral. There you feel it. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good job. Way to add the spiral on the spiral. So let's do one a little bit easier here. You got those hips twisted, they're going up and down vertically. Now we're going to add the twist. Diagonal, center, diagonal. So it's going shift, back to neutral, shift, back to neutral. 1, 2. Stay in your center. Spiral. Use your psoas and breathe. We want to get enough of these to repeat so that the practice gets locked in. You may not do this during like an actual performance, but it'll go into different moves like really nice 3/4 shimmies or grapevine. Faster. Good. Get that twist in there. Let's move this to a little shimmy speed, completely relaxed. Twist, back, twist, back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good job, everybody. So there we are with just a single hip. Again. Last time. Twist and let it go. All right. With the obi here, accent, back, 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 back. And on that first one, we're going to pull back, neutral, back, neutral. Right side, left side. Right side, left side. Good job. You can just practice on these if you don't want to do the twist. And then every once in a while you can think of twist, see if that helps. That's what I have to do sometimes to get it going. All right, so whatever direction your omi is now, let's reverse it. Reverse it, get that twist in there. twist it back. Work both sides of the O's. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Might feel like a challenge, but I don't want you to stop. Even if it's a tiny twist, then twist. Those O's are still going. Good job. Shake it out, dancers. How was that? You guys made it. You guys made it. What an excellent drilling class. Take a deep breath with me up into the sky. And we're going to let our arms float down all the way to the ground. And then again, deep breath in, arms up. Stretch a little bit over to the single side. Keep both feet firmly planted. Just a nice gentle stretch to the other side. Good, let's do it again. Dancers, I'm going to start the dance technique class next. Take a little bit of a small break between. So you might want to prepare yourself to get down on the floor. Small stretches. This time go into the center. Breathe in. Exhale into the center. Put your hands on the floor if you can. Heels go to the back. Drop the head over. Slowly roll up. Wonderful. Bravo. What a great class. I am so honored that you spent that time with me. It means a lot to me, so thank you so much. If you enjoyed it yourself, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's a great way to support the studio. And also you can get notifications and participate with us in all the fun things that we're planning for you guys in the future. Most of those have to do with dancing, so we just want to be here to keep you motivated and keep you happy. So thank you so much for the feedback that we get and letting us know that you wanted more of this or more of that. I love it. I love it. We can be inspiring each other as this goes along. And Sarah's doing her introduction today. They're ours. Good one. There may be 2 spots available for Thursdays. If anybody's interested in joining Thursday's Introduction to Belly Dance, because you may have just joined me right now, and I know we are getting this feedback. Hey, I really like that. Hey, monkey, welcome. I really like that, but I don't know. I don't have because some things I'm not breaking down in an introduction style. So if you feel like you're finding yourself in that place, just check us out on the Facebook event page for Introduction to Belly Dance Online Edition at the Los Angeles Bellydance Academy. Mwah, thank you, Maite. We're doing a dance technique coming soon. It's just going to break everything down for you. It's going to be one-on-one and some Zoom, so it has a different feeling. And then after you take Introduction to Belly Dance, you'll be ready to keep trucking in your belly dance journey. So, I don't know, I'm an attention hog. I just want to stay right here and talk to you guys. But I'm going to actually take a little, thanks Maite. Oh, I miss you, Maite. Fiber for me. That's 1 fiber. Oh, thank you. And I'll come right back. 5 minutes. 5-minute break. Get your ballet shoes. Get a yoga mat if you need it for your house. you guys getting ready for the next class? I am, so I need to move you down here. But I had attempted this before. Hope I don't turn you off here. How's everybody doing? My name is Stefanya, and I am at the Los Angeles Bellydance Academy, adjusting my camera so that we can have a great class together. We are going to be doing some dance technique happening now. Gucci girl. Alrighty, good. So dance technique, what is that all about? Some of you may be curious and some of you may be confused. So we do not call this class belly dance technique. We call it dance technique. And so what the difference is possibly we're not going to be doing any hip drops. That's the difference. We are going to be focused on different points of training that may get missed through focusing on the beautiful art of Rakshaki, of Egyptian dance. But all dance is the same, and we can expand the scope to go beyond dance and say anything with the body, even regular life, because believe it or not, you're using your body in regular life, needs a little technique, needs a little technical precision, needs some understanding to really use it well. And use it with efficiency. And I'll admit, I'm the kind of person that when I get an appliance or something new comes in, I take a little bit of pride if I don't have to look through the manual before I can make it work. I'm kind of enjoy investigating in that sense. So the body, though, what you're using every day, use it or lose it. We gotta know the points. We gotta have like a little manual, and belly dance is a great point in the right direction. And then when we hone in on some of these fundamental dance concepts, we're going to just make that power in our body stronger and stronger, and that's going to energize us more and more and motivate us more and more. And you know, this is all about, I would really say, believing in yourself in the long run, because nobody starts off as a good dancer. Some people start off dancing when they're young, so that's a different story. But even when you're young, you're not good. You just don't remember it. So kudos to all of you out there who are taking your dance seriously and joining me in dance technique. Nicole teaches dance technique tomorrow morning, and she does her style, I do my style. Hers is a little bit more yoga based, where mine is a little bit more like, I don't know, what do you call it, like straight up jazz conditioning, a little ballet. But really the point is to feel your body breathe a lot, struggle, stretch, dig deep, I don't know. You know, those of you that join me know, but those of you that are here for the first time, let's find out together. So what's going to also be important about the time we're going to share right now is that you have a sense of trusting me a little bit in the way that you don't trust me more than you trust your own body, because your body's going to let you know when to stop. But if I say, let's do a certain move a certain way, like a certain position of the knee or position of the heels, follow my direction there, because if I'm giving the point, that means that's the point to keep your body safe. And that's really going to be the first thing that we're doing. So as as we go through this class together, keep in mind that dance is an active sport. It is your job to know the limits of your own body, and you must dance at your own risk. All right? So that's a great way to start our dance training class with me, Stefanya, here at the Los Angeles Bellydance Academy. So we are going to start up on our toes. Our feet are firmly on the floor, specifically the balls of the toes are on the floor. We're going to turn our knees out, and we're going to let our heels touch together on the inside. Our pelvis is going to be placed right over the heels. And what I need to say here, this is the most important part, the heels must touch. Your feet must touch, no matter what. Now, this is just the beginning of class. We haven't even, well, as we take our first breath, we've begun. But we're just in the warm-up phase, so no need to struggle, no need to worry about anything. This may feel like a little of a stressed-out position has started, but it's going to start by energizing our body. So with our heels together, our toes on the ground, I want you to squeeze your inner thighs so much that your tailbone drops under. Your hands come to right under your chin, and it's just reminding you to stay relaxed, to stay calm. Breathe in through the nose, and breathe out through the mouth. Now this is a balancing position, but nobody said that you have to balance like the strongest rock in the world. You can balance as if a tree does, kind of swaying to and fro in the wind. Each day you come into this pose, you may find a new way of expressing yourself through the pose. So some days it may feel like a mountain, some days it may feel like a windy tree. So you just gotta go with the flow. Let the energy flow up through the abs, squeezing the inner thighs, smiling, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now here's your breath. You get to interlace your fingers. Pull your knees into your center and push your hips high into the sky. Now I'm going to turn, but you can just walk your hands out, keeping your belly button into your body. Don't let anything fall away from the spine. Pick everything up into the spine. And let's first start by having a nice firm grip on the floor. Relax the head down into the center. Wonderful. Those abs are pulling up into the lower back. Your hips are lifting high into the sky. And you're just getting comfortable here in our first stretch. So you're breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. Looking at the belly button. One more deep breath in. Wonderful. Exhale out. Now it's pretty simple. Next move, you're just going to walk the hands back towards the feet. You're going to bend at the knees, bring the heels in. I'm going to jump around to the front. You should already be there. And we're back into our first position. Now, making our way back, we start to feel that our legs are feeling a little bit more energized. We're pushing our hips under, finding those inner thighs, pushing down to the floor, heels together, spine as straight and long as possible. Smile, you're doing it. Smile, 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 smile. Keep breathing, keep flowing. Take a break if you need to. Heels together, heels together, heels together. Let the body warm up. Interlace the fingers, bring the knees in, drop the head over, push the hips high into the sky, and let's walk those hands out again, deep into your triangle pose. You're walking forward, you're keeping the heels on the floor, you're tucking your head in. Wonderful. Now on this one, we are going to lift our heels up, and then we're going to push our heels back to the ground. Pretty easy. Lift those heels up as high as they can go. Stretch, 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 and back into the ground. A little faster. 1, and down, and 2, and down, and 3, and down, and 4 more. We do, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Last one, hold it up. Walk it back. High on those toes. Let the feet roll down to the floor. We're going to come back in to our first position, and then we take our final
plie, heels together, tummies in, heart up. Oops, falling apart. Keep those heels together. Smile even when you might be falling apart. It's going to be okay. We'll put those pieces back together. Now you're feeling some really intense heat, maybe in the ankles or the toes. I want you to breathe into it. I want you to say that you can. I want you to believe, 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 believe. Last time, we're going to interlace the fingers, bring the knees together, and push up. Wonderful. Here we are. Triangle pose. The heels are reaching for the floor. The palms are flat on the floor. We're looking at our belly button. And instead of both heels, this time we're just going to walk through each foot. The right foot. And then the left foot. Switch. Both down. Good. We're going to take one leg up, high in the sky. Keep it pushing. High, high, high. You can do it. How do you push? You push with the arms. Open up in the hip. Push with the arms. Open up in the hip. Good. You can bend the knee. With the hip stretched to the side. Kick it out forward. And other leg up into the sky. Push, 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 push. Bend the knee. And back down. Good. I just want you to come down here, all the way to the floor. Take a little child's pose. Arms. Slowly roll up. Good. That's going to bring you to your seated position. We are going to start in the butterfly. When you are bringing your body to the floor, I want to remind you that we are thinking of the 90-degree angle that we have when the sit bones, the two bones that are now making the direct connection with the earth, that I have a flat back, not this one. And what's kind of interesting is, in belly dance, we talk a lot about the tuck, and we always try to find a deeper tuck in the pelvis, okay? But when we're sitting on the floor, we have changed where the main 90-degree angle is in the body. You may not have noticed, but when we stand on the floor, it's in the ankle. And just like on the floor, our two sit bones push on the floor, and then we have that straight line above it. So here, we've basically cut our body in half, and the 90-degree angle starts at the hips. So I must ensure that my back is nice and flat. And during this next exercise, I'm going to keep my toes lifted off the floor to ensure that I'm also wrapping my inner thighs in and under, right? Because there's this constant spiraling motion we're getting into. So as I go, I'm going to exhale, I'm going to contract under, I'm going to roll into my center, flatten the back as low as I can, and then come back up, all the time using the breath. Exhale, contract, shoulders go forward, flat back comes next, all the way to the top. And exhale, roll down, shoulders move forward, flat back and through, up to the top. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, flat back, 1, 6, 7. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep going. Up. 2, 3. And let's reverse. Now we have the flat back. and contract, roll up, and straight. Again, over, contract, roll up. Again, we go over, contract, roll through the spine up, push those sit bones down, over. This time the heels can come down. We're going to do the last one. We're just going to stay all the way down, and we're going to focus on breathing. Yes, we're going to focus on breathing. So we're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. So you don't need to look at your TV screen or anything right now. You can just go into your butterfly pose, into your butterfly stretch, and breathe. That's it. That's all we're doing. Systematically, we can make our attention throughout the body, maybe starting with the toes, the balls of the feet, the heels. We want to relax. Traveling up the calf, into the knee joint, relax. Through the hamstring, quadricep, hip joints, all relaxed. Into the lower abdominal, into the middle of the body. The solar plexus relaxed, the rib cage relaxed, the organs relax, the shoulders relax, the elbows relax, the neck relaxes, the nose relaxes, all the way to the tip of the head and the ends of the fingertips. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and on the last exhale here, I just want you to get a little bit deeper into that stretch, a little bit more. Use the breath. Stretch longer. Lengthen out. Good. Now, where you are over, I want you to just kind of swing over to a single side, and once you do, extend the arm to the opposite side and give that a little stretch. So really what's important here, two things. One is you don't touch your kneecap, you want to touch your thigh. Two is you want to pull into the abs because the stretch is here in the back. Pull it. Let's swing around over here to the other side. I'm pulling my abs in. I'm pushing not on my kneecap, definitely not on the thigh here. And I'm just kind of making a spiral position. So down and away and over. So always when we stretch, we kind of want to think about where our shoulders are square to. So when I go forward, I'm trying to have my shoulders square to the ground. So when I'm doing this one too, I'm trying to have my shoulders square. Don't let your one just kind of like open up. See if you can really spiral all the way to the side. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So when we have a butterfly position, when we're sitting on the floor, I think the first thing that you need to check into on your legs is what's tight. And these are the kind of questions that are really great for class time and being a live action student in class. Is because you could say in class to me, oh, I feel the resistance, my quadricep is so tight, or the little ligament connecting into my hip is so tight, or whatever you might say. But the good news is, most of the corrections that we need to take, they all are the same correction, which is let's bring our energy in towards the center. So anything that's tight around the body, especially when we're stretching, the energy is pulled up. So if I'm always getting longer within a stretch, I am always stretching. Right, so here's my spine. In this motion, I'm getting longer this way. I'm getting longer out this way. Everything is stretching longer rather than just pushing down and kind of tightening up. Right? So let's actually stay in the same spot and let's come to our pike position. Pike position is feeling the same two sit bones into the floor. I'm now at a 90-degree angle and no slouchies allowed. No slouchies allowed. And also no cheating allowed. So see my arms if they're going to touch the ground, they're going to kind of be hovering a bit. I'm not going to do all my work here and then just up my arms. I got to sit up nice and tall. And in fact, I'm going to find all of this work, I'm going to find all of it because I'm using my sit bones and squeezing my inner thighs. So when I start in my plank position, I'd like to have a nice flex feet. When you flex your feet, your heels should be off the ground. Yes, my heels are off the ground, so I'm okay, and now I'm ready to go through my demi. I'm going to push through the balls of my feet, and then let my ankles stretch. Ooh, there's a new story. Don't let your toes curl over. Pointing the feet is not necessarily about the toes, it's about lengthening the ankle here, and then allowing the toes to relax forward. So then I'm going to go demi, and there's my flex, and demi, and there's my point, which we're going to define as stretching long through the tops of the ankles, almost like pulling the heels under towards the tushy. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 10 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 9 more times. And up. 3 and 8. 1, 2, sit up tall, and let's keep counting. Hopefully I can count to 10. It's past my regular number. 1, 3, 5, and 7. Again goes flex, or demi. Now the flex, demi, and point. 4 more. 4, and 3. Are they getting warm? They should be. Are you breathing? Sit up tall. And only 1 more. Demi, flex, squeeze your inner thighs. We turn out. Goes turn out. Go to the flex. Come up. And the point goes turn out from the inner thigh. Flex and to the point again, turn out, flex, and here we go. Sit up tall, turn out, and flex, and in. Let's reverse. Start with the flex. Go flex, turn out, find your inner thighs, turn in. Your legs should rotate and open like a book. Pull it back and open. Everything pulling into the inner thighs. Last time. 1, 2, 3, let's keep it there. Breathe in, arms up. 2, 3, 4, out and over, long line. I want you to keep this line flowing, don't contract yet. Keep it flowing, flat back. And now we can contract. Once you get done there, I want you to pull it back. Take a deep breath in, keep those feet pointed, keep stretching taller. Exhale as you go over. And relax, roll it up. Breathe in. Exhale. Roll it back. Last time. Breathe in. Flex your feet this time. Go over. Sorry. Grab those toes. Pull the heels off the floor. Is your belly button contracted into your lower spine? Is your inner thigh squeezed? Are your heels off the floor? So many things to do. You can keep going. Point all the way down. And flex. And point. Oh, how does that feel? How does that feel? Good. Let's come to our second position. Now, again, it's the same story we told before. 2 sit bones into the floor. And even though when we're standing up tall, we're always trying to find how deep this contraction goes. Here, we're not doing a contraction yet. In fact, we need to sit up on those two bones that are pushing down the floor. Straight up, tall spine, sit up tall. Excellent. If I push down to the floor, I'm able to elongate out through the legs. So I don't want you to feel back and squat. I want you to feel pressed down into your center, and that your limbs, your arms and your legs have this nice kind of energy that flows out. Good. My legs are being rotated back and down. My pinky toes are reaching towards the floor, and it's my inner thighs that are doing all that work. So as I start the stretch, I'm just going to go up and over, up and over. And remember when I said that our shoulders must know where they're going? So this first stretch, the shoulders are square to the wall. So my two shoulders here are straight flat, not sinking this way. And as I'm stretching this direction, I'm going to send a lot of energy to my body opposite. Right? So let's go side to side again. 2, 3, are you breathing? 4, is your tummy pulled into the body? 5, 6, 7, good. Breathe. Stretch. Smile. You were waiting for this. All week you were waiting for this. Let's hold. Lift up. And let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, lift up, 5, and hold. Now my shoulders were square to the wall. I'm going to make my new stretch, my shoulders square to the floor. And it's really hard, but you really gotta pull. And don't forget about the energy in that leg. So as I go over, I'm going to remember to stretch out in my opposite direction. Continue to breathe, reach out, recover from the side. Each side again. 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta breathe it up and over. 6, 7. So there's one stretch. Shoulders square to the wall. And now I'm going to lift up, change my shoulders, make them square to the floor. And let's go all the way over. When we go over, all the energy in my body is focused on traveling in the opposite direction. I have plenty of heaviness this way, plenty of body weight, plenty of gravity, yet on this leg I just want to make sure that I continue to lengthen. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Good. And I'm going to twist, my shoulders are going to go back, and I return. Wonderful. Now, let's go into the center. But as we go forward into the center, really the game is to feel that the inner thighs are rotating back. So to get these inner thighs to rotate back, right here in the middle, where the center of your body is going forward, everything is happening right here. So you're pressing your belly button down, but rotating your hips back. And we're getting a little stretch into the center. So we don't care about the shoulders going down, we really just want the flat back. And the inner thighs to rotate. Breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in. Down. Good stretch. Can you get a little lower? With the breathing, you should be able to find lengthening in your spine. So just focus on that beautiful breath. The flow of the breath should feel good. The simplicity of the breathing should be very comforting. It's easy to go back to the good spot. Awesome. Take a little bit of your energy on the center and then just give it to one side. Remember, as we favor, let's say, the right side, it's the opposite side, the left side, that's going to lengthen. Walk over to the other side. One more time, deep into the center. This time we're just going to let it all go, let it relax. slowly roll up. Wonderful. So about 4 times, we're just going to float down into the center. As we're going flat back down, we're remembering that the inner thighs are getting rotated in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, elong, back up. 6, 7, 2 more times, you're doing it, stay long. 2, 3, get down there and hold. 5, 6, 7, last time smile, center. 1, 2, 3, hold, push against the floor, push against the floor, push against the floor, get stronger, breathe, 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 long line, and all the way up. Excellent, last exercise here. We're gonna flex the foot. As we do, it plies the knee, and then from the inner thigh, we lengthen it all. Flex the foot, plie the knee, lengthen back out. Fluid, coming from inside the body, there it is. So I can wrap that leg and pull it, and push it back, and wrap that leg, and other side. So here's the goal. The goal is to feel it come from the inside of the body, as if I'm holding, and then pushing, rather than just doing it. I don't know how to say that differently. But I want to kind of breathe it in from my center and push it out. So I can initiate the movement from my inner thigh, from a core muscle, rather than just maybe like bending my toe back to begin with. Good. And so those legs go up, inhale, and exhale. Get those pinky toes close to the floor, breathe in, and breathe out. Stretch longer, taller, smile, and breathe 2, and up. Little flexes back, 2, 1, 2, pulse, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Stretch long, and one more deep stretch into the center. Slowly roll up. Awesome. Let's slowly recover. Take your hips in, and this time we're going to cross it up. So as you see how I did that, that was like the extreme opposite. My legs are all the way open, and now one leg is going to cross on the inside, the other one's going to cross over. It doesn't matter which one. And when you're done, you're wrapped up like a pretzel. And not just actually a really cutie pretzel, what a cute position, right? Don't make it not cute by not putting both of your booty cheeks on the floor, and yet you still feel those 2 sit bones. So the first thing we're going to do is take a nice spiral. So if the leg that's going over, see where your foot is, I want you to turn away from your foot and get your first stretch to be on the opposite. There's a front leg, the front leg is up, the knee is by the nose. There's your toes, so we're going to the opposite side. Yes, dancers. Breathe in, breathe out. Sorry, breathe in. Breathe out. Now, keeping the leg that's on the floor and the leg that's on the top, I want you to do this new stretch, or this next stretch, and when you look down at your legs, I want you to see more of a square than a triangle. So if you were taking maybe like a yoga class, or you could think of what you think of yoga class, the foot comes really close into where the hip is. I actually want your foot really far out by your knee, the other knee over that foot, and I don't need you to worry about having your knee to be super high, it doesn't matter. Really what I want you to do is I want you to take your abs, pull them in towards your back. I'm just using my arms as an example, like my arms are my abs. I'm pulling them in so my back is nice and flat, and I'm just sitting here lengthening my lower back, pushing my hips down into the floor, and sitting up nice and tall. Breathing in through the nose. I close my eyes because it feels good. Exhale out. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out. Wonderful. Are you getting that nice hip stretch? Now we're going to switch. So think of the leg that's on the top and immediately take that leg off and let it fall down to the ground. Ah. Now you see the other leg is over and it's now going to be the one that was on the bottom is now on the top. The one that was on the top is now on the bottom. And I'm sitting on my bottom right there. So sit on it. Sit, sit, sit. Sit up tall, sit up tall, sit up tall. So some of us may have the tendency to make space under the cheek. No time for that. We gotta put your cheek right down on the ground, sit up nice and tall, find the spiraling in the center, and then finish it off with looking around the shoulder. So here's my top foot, my toes over there, so it's spiraling around the other direction. Sit up tall, breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Good. Sit up tall again. We're going to come to that nice square position. Do not bring the toe close to the hip. Bring the toe out away towards the foot. Same thing on the bottom. Don't bring the foot towards the hip. Pull that foot out and think of the movement more, or the pose more like a square rather than like a triangle. More open. Breathe. And out. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's really great. That's really great. Now, just because I feel like going into it a little bit more, right now, what I'd like for us to do is actually leave one leg bent. And we're going to kick the other leg behind us and put that hip right over on the floor. Now, most of my weight can be in my arms, and what I'm trying to do is not allow my hip bone to be up, but bring my hip bone in alignment forward. Yeah. And that's going to be simple because as much weight that you need to go into the hands as possible, there they are, they're able to support you. If you're feeling that and you feel like that you want a little extra stretch, the direction to go to get more stretch is up and slide back with that hip forward. So again, if I was feeling like, okay, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling comfortable, I want to add to it as I breathe in, my shoulders are going to lift up and I'm going to let my body stretch further behind me. So breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Now we're not going to make a big sexy transition to this. We're just going to kick the leg back, bring the two knees together, and switch the leg. So just from one stretch to the other. And it's a real common mistake to allow the hip to open up, because sometimes it can feel a little bit easier to do it that way. But what you want is, imagine like you have your headlights, your two hip bones are your headlights, and you need those headlights facing forward, so you're going to pull that hip forward. If you feel really comfortable where you are, you can walk your shoulders up taller and allow your leg to stretch further behind you. Take a deep breath in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Get longer, get stronger, and again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Smile. Good job, dancers. Good. That was just taking that last stretch. Wonderful to the next level. All right. So you can come here next to our position. We will need to do a couple of our roll downs. So to get, first I have to move my apparatus. Hold on a second. I think I got my apparatus moved. Okay. I'm not gonna. Okay. I can make my movement. Good. Now, what we need to do is find the tuck and the roll down every vertebrae, the expansion, and then back into the contraction once again. Okay? So my body is going to fold back, go straight, come back through the contraction, back up. And the only way that I think I can give you, or the best visual I think I can give you, is kind of like a zipper or a piece of elastic, or excuse me, a piece of Velcro. You gotta tear it off and put it down in its order, one piece after a piece. Like think about tearing off a piece of Velcro. Right? When I roll down, I gotta go from the bottom of my tailbone all the way up to my neck, each piece in alignment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when I come up, it starts up at my neck, contracts all the way to the bottom of the tailbone. So how many do we do? Should we do 20? Should we do 20 at a nice pace to our classical music, which isn't really gonna work out? So you have to follow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 1. Good. Feet up into the air. We're going to do our plies here. I'm going to go plie and push it back up. 90-degree angle. Exhale. Pull your abs into the ground. Push the lower back into the ground and push the ceiling into the sky. Exhale. And again. Flex. 2. Point and 1. 2, let's have the toes point, and flex, plie, point, and flex, plie, second position, open, and flex, plie, point, again, flex, plie, point, turn it out, use your inner thighs, and last 1, 2, 3, together we go, beat, beat, flex, beat, beat, flex, beat, beat, flex, beat, beat, flex. 4 more. 1, 2. Oh, that was 2, 3, 4. Good. Both out. So we're going to have the right leg come in, and the other leg straight. Most important is the other leg. And now we're going to switch. This leg is going to bend through the middle. Long leg. Stretching this leg. So I know this leg needs to go up, and that seems difficult, but I want you to keep focused that the stretch is really through that bottom leg. Stretch, stretch. Rotate the inner thigh back and stretch over. So we développé up, and then we switch. We développé, which means we bend the knee and straighten the leg. Again, bend the knee and straighten the leg. Bend straight, bend straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't let your lower back come off the floor. Keep breathing. 1, 2, inner flex. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to reverse. We're going to bring it in as that leg comes up. Plie and switch. Plie and straight leg. Plie and straight leg. Envelope. And envelope. And envelope. And envelope. Last one, both legs up. Here we go. Beat, beat, flex. Beat, beat, flex. Beat, beat, flex. Beat, beat, flex. 4, 3, 2,
and 1. And good, bring it up, and bring it in. Little circles. How you feeling? Good job. Straighten one leg, bend one leg, and send it across. Wonderful, wonderful recovery from there. All right, dancers. Oh, you can come up off from being on the floor. I'm going to switch the camera. Maybe you put on your ballet shoes, maybe a pair of socks. I don't care. You want to put on no shoes at all, that's fine. But we're going to really work the feet onto the floor. So, coming back. Yeah, here we are. I need my shoes. I need my shoes and I need my water. Hang it in there. Good job, dancers. Nice training. For me, the best place to start is at Plie's. Now, this was not my design and the best place to start. This is how everybody told me it should be, and it is true. So what is a plie and why does a belly dancer need to know what it is? Well, first of all, the word plie basically means bend in French, okay? So what are we bending? We are essentially bending our knees. Bam, ba-dum. But it's so much more than just that, okay? It's bending your knees in a specific way. Now, I like to use this visual of the instrument, the beautiful, wonderful instrument of the violin. The violin being such a lovely sound and even pleasing on the eyes, right? That beautiful wood and the way it's so femininely shaped. Just everything is good about the violin. And yet, the violin, how do I say that? The violin is not the final product. The violin is the artisan product. Technique and theory and history and all these things are applied to the wood to create the violin. Okay? But we don't ever, please, shame the wood for just being a tree. We never walked up to the tree and said, well, you're just a tree and you're just wood and you're not a violin yet, so you're not that beautiful, magical thing. There are artists out there who can see that piece of wood. Sometimes we feel like a piece of wood, and we can be transformed through the process of technique and theory. We can be transformed into that lovely instrument. So we have to be really careful on what we tell ourselves about limitation in the sense that, oh, I can't do pliés because I didn't do them when I was a kid. Okay. That kind of limitation doesn't count. We may say that it's harder to do pliés now that we're adults, and yes, it is, it totally is, but it doesn't mean that the plie isn't an activity that is, the activity of plie, let me start over, is that beginning of like scraping the tree and going, oh, this is the shape of the violin, okay? When we take a plie, we are shaping this wonderful instrument called body. Hello, body. We're shaping it into this thing that we're going to have in the future. We did not start with it, but we will end there, I guarantee. With enough practice and repetition, you know, this dance and all dances are yours. You just have to take it. So what we are doing here with the plie is talking about the form and the structure to be a straight line. So the simple part of plie is to understand the word as a French word. The French word means to bend. What are you bending? You are bending your knees. But it's not about what are you bending, more it's about how form. So it's all an illusion. When I say bend, bend is down, yet your body is going to express internally an up feeling. It's going to express internally an up feeling. What do I mean by that? What is an internal feeling? Some people say it's a thought. Yes, great. We've gone to the right place. We are going to think up when we go down. So that'll be our first thing today. Our belly dance technique, a very introductory level to some of these technical aspects. We will take a plie by thinking up when we go down. So when we are here, our arms are to our diagonal. I'm not stressing out my turnout whatsoever. Very natural, very neutral turnout. I'm squeezing my inner thighs, and even before I bend my knee, it's so up that it's giving me room to go down. So here's my plie. And now as I've made my way down, as I go up, guess which direction I push? You got it? I'm pushing down to get up. Did you find that? So I breathe in as I go plie, so I can lift up. And I press out, as I straighten back up. So I push down. Lift and drop, and lift and drop. Kind of sounds like me trying to teach a hip drop, because I always tell you it's opposite, right? Same thing, dance is always opposite. So we have these little plies. Oh, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Then we're gonna go plie. We're gonna rise up to our forced arch, go up to the releve, and then back down. So very simply, there was 3 things. We do 2 demi-plies and 1 roll through the arch. 6, 7, and 1, and up, and 2, and up, lift, up, heels go high, they're higher, and drop. Again, 1, and up, and 2, and up, and those heels are high. We go to second position now, and lift up, push down, keep breathing, lift up, push down, and we go, lift up, heels up, rise up. When you rise up, you push down, 1, the 2, and the 3, and the 4, and the 5, and the 6, and the 7, and the 8. Wonderful. Woo! Did you make it through? Shall we do it one more time? It was kind of an easy, simple little, it wasn't that simple. I'm out of breath. I'm working hard. You can do it too. Let's try to keep it nice and flat. Our arms hit the position. 5, 6, 7, we lift. Up to go down. And up to go down. Lift up. Heels high. Push down. Go again. And lift. And push. And lift. Squeeze. You should be getting tired in your inner thighs. They should be shaky. Other side. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4. Squeeze and drop under. Nice long line. Last time. Goes. Lift to get down. Push down to get up. And 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Excellent. Wow. Good job, good job. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. That shouldn't be too easy. Like I said, I'm definitely out of breath a little bit. That's okay. I'm gonna keep trucking here. Next thing, after we do plie, which is to bend, we will do tendu. Tendu. We're gonna go to the point. We're gonna make an extension. And for the dancer, what do we say about the plie? The plie was about finding the form in the center body. I can plie and construct my body to keep a flat line. Wonderful, wonderful. So what is the tendu about? The tendu, think back 20 minutes ago or so when I was in my second position and I was flexing my foot, plying my leg and pushing it back out, flexing and plying and pushing it back out. We were talking about being able to move the leg from inside the joint. So I want you to think about that as where you start. You start here, the energy pushes down the leg so much straight down that the leg gives out to whichever direction, front, side, or back. And when you're pointed here, your pinky toe is going to return. So the heel brushes out, you push through the floor, and the pinky toe returns. The heel brushes out, pinky toes return. Let's actually do that on qua, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, side, or front, side, back, side. Repeat front, side, back, side. On qua, 4 out, pretty simple. Stand up on your supporting leg. 5, 6, 7, goes. 1 and 2, and use your toes. Other side. 1 and 2 and 3. Sorry, back on qua. 1 and 2 and 3 and side. Last time on this leg. 3, 5, 6, other side. Stand up tall. 1 and 2 and 3. Use those toes. And side and side and side. Hold it strong. Stand up tall on your supporting leg. 6, 7. Keep smiling. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Excellent. So we're going to put those two together. We will be going tendu and back and tendu and plie. Tendu and back and tendu and plie. All right, after we do that, oh, you know what? I'm kind of remembering here what my combo is. We're going to do the right foot front, left foot front. One side front, the other side. So not technically on qua. We'll do it like we're doing a center. And then, after that, we'll have tendu, 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 flex. No, I lied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. So we go tendu and tendu, flex, turn it in, turn it out, point back together. Tendu in, tendu, flex, turn it in, turn it out, and back together. I know I probably need to take a step back. We're going to go through tendus and plies again. Smile as you go. 5, 6, 1 leg, we start. Goes tendu back, tendu back, tendu and plie. Straighten up. Tendu back, tendu back, tendu and plie. Other leg, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plie, center, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plie back, supporting leg. 1. That's how you stand up. That's what we need to stay strong when we dance. Push through the ground, push. And here we are, plie. Push it up. 1 and 2 and 3 and plie. Last time. 1 and 2 and 3 and plie. Tendu combo. 1, 2, 3. We flex, turn it in, turn it out. Sporting leg. 1, 2, 3. Flex, turn it in, turn it out. Supporting leg. 1. Diagonal. Flex, turn it in, turn it out. Supporting leg. 1 and 2. Flex, turn it in, turn it out. Point, other side goes back. And 2. Flex, turn it in, turn it out. Supporting leg. 1 and 2. Flex, in, out. Point, last time. Side. And 2. Flex, point. And plie, sorry. 1 and 2. Flex, in, out. Point, and woo! How are you guys feeling? That was a lot of stretching. That was a small amount of technique. A small amount of technique. And, my goodness, you guys. I am just so enjoying seeing you guys on the chat. I am in the state of missing what was, but very excited to see how things are turning and changing and transforming day by day. So I want you to stick with us here at the Los Angeles Bellydance Academy. We have a plan to keep you motivated, keep you dancing, keep you inspired, and that's really what it's all about. So if there's anything that you may need from us, a choreography breakdown from the past, let's work on this move more, whatever you want, I want you to feel free to reach out to me. There's so many different ways. I'm sure you can figure one of them out, and let me know what you're thinking. Also, if you need to share anything else that doesn't have to do with dance, hey, why not? We're here. We're here to support each other. Let me think. Introduction to Belly Dance session is happening. Sarah's doing that as we speak. There's also a couple spots on Thursday available. So if you are taking any of our student classes, but you find that you're just not really quite at that space you want to be, and you wish it was ticked down one notch lower, meaning just speed and the way that the information is kind of like given. Introduction to Belly Dance at the Los Angeles Bellydance Academy may be the class that you could join to get you caught up to where you want to be. But that being said, belly dance is such a unique individual art form that celebrates the soloist. So we won't dare dream to tell you what your path is. We are just there to, give you some support along the way, maybe some inspiration. And we love you all so very much. I want to thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for sharing with your friends and family. Thanks for giving it a big liking. And more things to come, I promise. More things to be announced soon. Ginger was here somewhere, but I don't see her. Anyway, sorry guys. Have a great day. I love you. Bye.